it's Jenny with Life's Apollo, and I wanted to let you know about the Hereditary Colorectal Cancer Family Day that I got to attend on November 11th this past weekend up in Michigan. It was put on by the Michigan Medicine of the University of Michigan, and primarily the people that attended were from Michigan. There was just like 3 of us from outside of Michigan, but it was a really great thing that they had. They primarily focused on Lynch syndrome and familial polyposis, and so we got to learn about each one of those. I didn't know a whole lot about Lynch syndrome because I don't have it, I have FAP, but it was interesting to learn there's one gene, the APC gene, is the mutation that causes familial polyposis. There are 5 genes for Lynch syndrome that can cause it, and depending on which gene mutation you maybe have other cancers versus other ones. There's a lot of uterine and ovarian cancers with Lynch syndrome secondary to the colorectal. So that was really interesting. But they had a lot of, they had genetic counselors talk, doctors talk. They had an activist, Travis Bray, with the Hereditary Colon Cancer Foundation was a speaker. They got to talk, hear from the patients with Lynch syndrome and FAP about how they told their families and how they encouraged their families to do genetic counseling so they could get tested and see if they have one of these. Both of these, Lynch syndrome and FAP, if you have it, then your child has a 50% chance of having it. And so, so that would also mean if your parent has it, you have a 50% chance of having it yourself. These can have sporadic, spontaneous gene mutations that cause this, but primarily they're found within the family, not spontaneously. But we also got to talk to dietitians about nutrition for helping prevent colon cancer. There was tips about the upper and lower scopes that they do for screening, and had different ways to help get the most out of your prep for those scopes, such as they have meal preps and they have pills. I wasn't aware about that. It was just a really interesting thing. And so if you're in Michigan, especially around Ann Arbor or Grand Rapids, I'd encourage you to get in touch with the University of Michigan there. They have Lynch syndrome and FAP peer support groups in Grand Rapids and Ann Arbor, and they meet every month. They have different days for which one it is, but that's a great resource, and they're starting to grow among the country, having these support groups. And so there's actually, if you're interested in that, let me know and I'll help get you in touch with somebody who has created support groups and can have tips for creating your own in your own area. But I would definitely encourage you to seek out these type of things. There's Facebook groups for FAP and Lynch, but getting to go to an actual conference and hear about it and get to meet other people, it was just really a neat experience. So I hope that you'll look into that and consider that in the future. They've been having these since 2014, and so I hope for another one next year. But definitely reach out. You're not alone by any means. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and like. Also check out Life's Apollo blog and shop, and I'll see you soon.